scenario. Imagine this, that you are a product manager in a food delivery app which has around 1 million users. At first, means 1 million users is too much. At first, it's exciting. You open up the analytics dashboard, you see the numbers pumping up, but you realize something, that a million users doesn't tell you anything. You need to have something concrete. Means you need to you also see from those million users that some users aren't even opening the app for months, days, weeks. Some aren't ordering, some are first time users, some are loyal customers. So each users are different. Each users have a different persona. If you send the same notification to all of these million users at the same time, it's gonna backfire. Most of the people will ignore it. And in most of the cases, it won't be you won't be able to send a million push notifications under single time period. Maybe you can with the help of TechQuit, but that's not viable. So there's something very interesting that comes into place. Customer engagement platforms does is lets you create user segment. User segment is simply a group of people that have something in common among them. Common among them. One of the ways through which I love to think about segment is behavior, time, and profile. Let's look down what these behavior, time, and profile is. Behavior out means that what did the user do before till now? What time did they do it? The time frame that we're talking about, and the profile. Who is the user? Some properties that may be related to the user. So based on these parameters, behavior, time, and profile, we would be able to segment our users into various categories. The first category is simply a custom list. So a custom list is directly here. A custom list is used when you already know exactly which users you want to target. Instead of creating rules, you upload a predefined list of users. For example, you know that you ran a campaign on 31st of January and some users would interest for that campaign. So you have those users. So every user who was using the app on 31st of January and showed interest for that campaign will be part of a custom list. Also, one more example. Consider that you are a product manager and you are launching a brand loyalty program. Instead of launching it to million of user base, you only select few users, 500 customers. You engage with only 500. The idea is, instead of launching the product to everyone, first you would like to test the product or the feature. So you only make it live for these 500 trusted customers. You gather the feedback, you improve it, and over time you move the feature to all the user at the same time. So what this does is custom. This does is this lets you safely test the new features with a small audience before rolling out to everyone. So see, this is a very important thing. Product managers are known to do this thing very much proficiently. Is not launching a feature for everyone at the same time. Launch for few, understand what they are doing, understand where the gaps is, then improve. This is why custom list is important. So in custom list, you only make something live for few segment. But this is with respect to features. You can think this custom list will also respect to push notification, WhatsApp, anything, any omnichannel marketing tool. The second category is past behavior. Past behavior users or segments automatically find the users that have performed a specific task in their past. For example, let's see. You want to identify who are the most loyal customers on a platform. So you make a segment of them. Since it's a food tech platform, you have events already been pre-filled. So the criteria for these past behavior users would be those users who have placed an order for the past 30 days, at least 5 times, and are a pro member. So what your analytics or a omni-channel part would do, It will sort out all these users in a single place based on their activity on the platform if they match the conditions that we have given. So why do we use them? So instead of sending a user discount, test a new feature to each and every users at the same time who have been an active user on the platform. You only send them to a select users to test this new feature, collect feedback, understand what makes them come back, and later on you are able to do much more to the whole segmentation that you have. So this is past behavior. Past behavior may be anything. This is with respect to a food tech platform, but it may be with respect to any of the SaaS platform that you are using, any of the B2C product you have. The third and the final one is a live segment, and this is the one that I have been playing a lot. Live segments are those users who are currently doing any activity on a platform, but they did not do the next activity that you wanted them to do, and immediately they became a part of their segment, which is a live segment. The moment a user performs an action, they immediately become a part of the segment, allowing to respond instantly. Let's take an example. Imagine that a user adds food in their cart, but they don't complete the payment. Yes, this is a leak. This is a leak that may directly impact your revenue because they aren't doing the payment. Your live segment would look something like this: that they did the event, item added to the cart, did not do the event, order placed within a time span of 30 minutes. Think about what's happening here. So this is where something product management manager love to do is RCA, root cause analysis. We want to understand what was really happening, what might have been the triggers for these users. There might be a case that these users have already decided what they want and they are not ordering it from a platform. They have selected a restaurant. They have added the item in the cart. Their intent to purchase was very high, but something stopped them completing the order. Might be possible that their delivery fee might have felt expensive. Might be. Maybe the payment failed. Maybe they got distracted. Maybe the coupons were not a great value. Or maybe they switched to another platform. Like we have Duopoly. Like if they were using Swiggy, they would be using Zomato or based on that. So based on these user activity, we are able to make them when they went to like segment. They had to do a specific action, but they didn't do the action immediately at the same period of time. And this triggers them into a live segment. And that live segment is triggered, you can run n number of campaigns like push notifications. You can send like get food at waiting, complete the order in the next 15 minutes and enjoy free delivery. Instead of sending them a push notification tomorrow, by the time their intent would have significantly or drastically reduced, you are taking the action ASAP. And this is the power of live segment. Live segment is what I have seen in my product journey is that they become a very important tool when it comes down to payment failures. If a payment failed from the user side, and I know if you know that, it means that the intent of the user was high. So we generally engage the users at that point of time, and that is the most important time that you need to engage with the users. Although different platforms use different interface, the idea behind segment is the same everywhere. CleverTap, MoEngage, WebEngage, PostRock, if they have it in the future, it's from the same. There are three groups: custom list for the users you already know, past behavior for the users who completed specific actions, live segments for users performing actions right away. Once you understand these three parts, you would be able to make campaigns out of it or a journeys out of it to make the user do the specific part at the same time. and the audience at the same time for any customer engagement platform. And this is quite interesting. Uh, I have been a part of few teams. Uh, from my experience, what I can say that for custom list, I have used for about 20% of my campaigns for on custom list. Past behavior was around 40%. No, let's make it 30%. And live segment were about 50%. Live segment is important because this is one of the main motives to drive revenue. It's not written anywhere that this is the critical for revenue, but this is the most important aspect through which you can or your firm would be able to increase the revenue at the same time. Think of the if the payment failed, you would be making the users the past of part of the live segment, not the customers or the past behavior. Because payment failed is instant, the intent is high. You would like to send the users again to the payment page and do their specific task. So yeah, this sums up. So this sums up the part of understanding user segments out here. I hope it was good, and please leave any queries you have down the comment. Yeah, and have a great day.